Welcome back to another episode of Heart Fragment. Last time we left on kind of a cliffhanger. I'm not exactly sure if you'd call that a cliffhanger, but I'm excited to see what happens. I know I keep saying that, and I'm pretty just repeating myself every episode, but it's a really good game, and I highly recommend everybody who has the opportunity should play it. Okay, so let's start. You wake to the sound of screaming. What's going on? Kay, are you alright? Watch him not be there. Okay, he's fine. Make it stop. Make what stop? Kay appears to have kicked off all his sheets. He sits up facing the bedroom window with sweat dripping down his forehead. What's wrong? Did something happen? The noise. It won't stop. What noise? Their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions. Make it stop. Okay, wow. It's Jasper and Clive, isn't it? What can I do to help? It's my own thoughts. What? They're my own thoughts. Okay. But they're so loud. I don't understand what's happening. Every time I'm thinking there's a flash of color in my mind that matches something. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. It keeps getting louder. It won't stop. Try to breathe. What are your thoughts saying? Forest. Oh no. What? Go to the forest. Oh no. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's too early for this, all right? Do you mean the nature trail? G- gotta, gotta go. No? Hey, hold on a second. I need to go there. Wait a minute. Okay. Before you have time to react, Kay is on his feet and dashing out of the room. Nice. Great. Kay, wait. Kay flees and you run after him as quickly as possible. He stumbles now and then, but manages to keep his footing well enough to make it out of the house. Oh no. Kay, slow down. Gotta go. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if he's hearing me, but I can't just let him go off on his own like this. A car. What are you doing? You manage to grab Kay's arm and stop him from running out in front of a moving vehicle just in time. Come on, let's just go home. That car almost hit you. I gotta go. What's with the eyes again? Shrugging your hand off of his shoulder, Kay ignores your words and continues running. What is with this man? It's like he's in a trance. All I can do right now is keep following him to keep him safe. This is not good. Beads of sweat soak into your clothes. The combination of that and the cool night air leaves you shivering. You manage to steer him clear of obstacles a few times. The moment he's safe, though, he continues on without warning. Uh, I can barely breathe. We're almost to the place where we've reformed as K, or he reformed. Anxiety courses through you. What will happen once K reaches that spot? Hopefully, nothing! Your entire body trembles as you gasp for air. In comparison, K doesn't appear out of breath at all. Wow, man, got stamina for days. It's here. K? What are you doing out here? Somewhere. He still doesn't hear me. He stops when seems to he stops when he seems to sense something up ahead. There, it's there. What? What's Oh no. Is that a building? Yeah. What is this place? It's where I lived. As Jasper, I lived here for, I think, close to 2 years. But why? Out here in the middle of nowhere. That's because K? Uh oh. His erratic movements continue when he darts into the building. Oh my goodness. The way he glares unseeingly at the ground while gritting his teeth, it's clear something is wrong. Hey, I'm here for you. Whatever is bothering you, we can talk it out, alright? Oh, yay, more voice acting. Why not? Because, oh, oh, okay. You take a step forward. Kay reacts by backing away, almost scrambling away like a scared animal until his back hits the wall. And when it does, oh no, Kay! He crouches on the ground, gripping his hair. Kay, I I can't take it anymore. Wow, this voice acting is gonna make me start crying, I swear. If you want to, you can tell me about those things. I didn't know you for too long before you lost your memory. I'll confess to that, but I can listen and try to help you sort them out. Of course. Oh my goodness, I said that before the. Okay, yeah, of course I remember. I do, several times actually. Kay, you remember that? Oh, that one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no, I guess at the time, yes, I did. There was so much BS happening all at once, and in some way I connected it back to you. Why would you do this? When you disappeared, I felt like my world was crashing down. I hadn't used to relying on you. When you disappeared, I felt like my world was crashing down. I had grown used to relying on you. No, I don't. I understand everything better now. Did he just call me a liar? Excuse me. Huh? Why would I lie to you about that? That's not true. Maybe you're right. If I really think about it, you have a point. It can all be traced back to you. Things in my life started to go off balance around the time we met. I don't want you to feel guilty for it, of course, but I wonder what my life would be like right now if I hadn't met you. Uh, what are you talking about? Okay, no, that's not true. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said all that. I was just thinking out loud and Wow, this is a real emotional turn here. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm gonna cry. Stop. Because I'd never want you to feel like you shouldn't exist. I care about you. Even after all the things that have happened, you're important to me. Don't you get that? I'm just trying to see your point of view. Isn't that what you wanted me to do? Why does he sound like he's gonna cry? Stop. You won't lose me. Please, calm down. We can talk this out, alright? You don't have to. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Kay is gone before you have a chance to stop him. Where did he go? Did he like jump out the window or something? What? You hesitate to follow this time. He looked like he really didn't need to be alone for a while. Stay safe, Kay. You decide to head home and wait for him there. The first thing you do when you arrive home is glance at the clock. 7 a.m. I'm beyond exhausted. Whoa, kiddo, there you are. Lana. Wait, did you just come in from outside? Well, I thought I heard some commotion going on last night. I'm a heavy sleeper, so I figured it was just a dream. Is everything all right? Kind of. Kay had a rough night, that's all. Is he still sleeping? I I don't actually know where he is, to be honest. What? He ran off. It seemed like he really needed time to himself. No matter how much of a brave face that guy puts on, he is blind. Aren't you worried he might get hurt? Of course I'm worried, but I can't control everything he does. I think that kid needs to be seeing someone that'll help him work through his problems. I agree, but he seemed afraid to do it. And we can't really force him, huh? I'm sorry, kiddo. I have to head out as soon as I can. My boss called me into work. Text me as soon as Kay gets back, alright? If he isn't back by the time I'm home, we'll go search for him together. Not wanting to piss off her boss, Lana has no choice but to head out. I wonder where Kay is right now. Wherever he is, I just want him to be safe. Okay, this is a real emotional roller coaster here. I don't know how to feel about this. And curse you, voice actor, for being so good. Just pain. Time continues to tick onwards. Hours pass and Kay still doesn't return. You try sending him a message on Star Social, but he left his phone at home the same as you did. Oh no. Kay, where did he go? No matter how long you wait, Kay still doesn't return. Hours pass until finally you have no choice but to go search for him yourself. I have no idea where he'd be by now. At least take your phone with you so you can tell Lana what's going on. The most logical place to search seems to be the nature trail, but something tells you he's already left that place. You rack your brain trying to come up with spots to look. He could be anywhere. Please be here. Kay, are you here? You scream with all your might, and in response, Annie? Oh, it worked. His eyes again. I don't know. Every time when his eyes are like that, it's always the first thing I notice. You rush towards the shore, almost chest deep in the water and shivering. You see Kay. Chest deep? What are you doing? Yep, there it is. What on earth are this is. As quickly as you can manage, you push through the current to reach him. You came to find me, Annie? What are you, a broken record? Why is it so spaced out with your words? Hello? His words come out, yeah, see? His words come out choppy as his body shivers or quivers from the cold. You came. Okay, why is. Alright. Of course I came to find you. I've been so worried. Your lips are trembling and you're so pale. We need to get you back home now. Thank you. Shit, he's too weak to walk or swim. What the hell was he thinking? You use all of your strength to drag his limp body back to the sand. Come on, hang in there. There's no way to bring him home on your own. Not knowing what else to do, you call Lana and explain the situation. She's not off work yet, but that doesn't matter to her. Regardless of the consequences, Lana leaves work early to come and pick you two up. Lana is such an icon. I love her. He doesn't look so good. When you had arrived home, Lana assisted in bringing him inside. The two of you removed his wet clothes and wrapped him in a warm blanket before laying him down on the couch. What happened out there? Lana, I'm so sorry. I've been nothing but an inconvenience for you ever since I came here. What? You must be sick of dealing with everything. You never signed up for any of this. I absolutely signed up for this. I knew there was something more going on than what Gray would tell me. Anyone who'd place blame on you for it is a heartless bastard. You even left work for my sake. I've way overstayed my welcome here. That's not true, kiddo. You'll never be alone in this as long as you've got me. I don't understand why you're doing so much for a random kid you used to babysit 10 years ago. You're Annie? A soft mumble comes from over on the couch. You immediately dash to Kay's side. You're awake. Kay, how are you feeling? Tired. Here, swallow this. Lana hands some sort of medication to Kay along with a glass of water. What are you giving him? Something to help take down his fever. It'll do his body good, but he'll probably be drowsy for a while after it kicks in. Annie, hi. Are you good? Your eyes are still abyss nothingness. His shaky hand reaches out to you from under the blanket. You clutch it tightly in your own hand. You came to find me. Of course I did. What were you doing in the water like that? Wanted to stop being a nuisance. You were gonna drown yourself? You don't mean you were trying to. But I'm still making trouble for you, even now. We can talk more later. He needs you right now, more than I need an explanation. You nod, and Lana gives you a sympathetic smile before leaving you and Kay alone. I'm so sorry that this happened. I should have gone to search for you sooner. You looked like you needed time alone, but what you really needed was to know you're not facing this alone. Never do something like that again, please. I won't. Because you're sad. Never want you to be sad. Shh, shh. Don't strain yourself to speak. I'm here for you. Kay's shivering is getting worse. His whole body appears weak and fragile. It's not your fault, Annie. His eyes are just permanently like that now? Okay. Huh? Don't blame yourself for this. I'm the one who needs to be fixed, not your fault. His eyes look so dark and frightened. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Look at them. Actions will help more than words right now. Hey, yo, I'm down for some action. I mean, you gently unwrap the blanket from around Kay, then sit next to him on the couch. What are you doing? When he feels your warm embrace, wrapping around him, holding him gently, he breathes a sigh of relief. With your body close to his and the blanket now protecting you both from the cold, silence envelops the room. Soft, peaceful silence. Annie, thank you. You saved me. Did I? Did I really? Get some rest, okay? Will you stay? Will you still be here when I wake up? Of course. I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. Then I'll sleep. And when I wake up, I have so many things to tell you. I look forward to hearing them. Kay's body continues to tremble for quite some time after his shaky words tap her off. And just as you told him you would, you stay. Why were you in the water like that? Did you really think it'd be better if you whisper softly as he sleeps? I don't even want to think about that. Were my words too harsh or poorly timed? I shouldn't have said those things when you were already so scared. But you said that wasn't what I was supposed to say. It's like you were saying those awful things about yourself to hear me say you're wrong. I don't want you to think that treating yourself badly is the only way you can get my support. There are so many things I want to say to you right now, but I'm glad you're getting the rest you need. Sometimes I felt like things were getting to be too much for me, but what about you? Things must have felt almost unbearable. The moment those fragments combined, your mind became like a puzzle with half the pieces just gone. You can't fill in the missing pieces when they're unattainable. I can't imagine how painful that must feel for you. But you can ask for reassurance anytime you need it. Hurting yourself in words or actions only makes me sad. And I know you don't want me to be sad. And thank you. Kay, you're awake? Mm-hmm. How much of that did you hear? Um, Everything starting from I don't want you to treat yourself badly to get my support. Oh, well, this is embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed. He's blushing again. I'm sorry, I get so much serotonin from just this space, just this one right here. Watch me make it my computer background. Don't be embarrassed. It made me really happy. I wish you could admit those things to me when I'm awake too, though. Uh huh. Maybe we should both be more honest about how we're feeling to each other. Are you telling me I should take my own advice? Yep. Sorry. How are you feeling? Tired, sore, and foolish. I'm sorry about everything I did back there, Annie. When I yelled at you in your room and called you a mutant, I felt so horrible afterwards. But it wasn't just after it was done. I felt awful while I was doing it too. Sort of like my body was doing everything on its own and I was floating outside of myself. I could hear myself saying those things, but in my mind I was thinking, what is wrong with you, Kay? Shut up already. I thought that I felt bad enough that I wouldn't ever do it again. If it made me that disgusted at myself the first time, why would I do it again? But then it did happen again. I can't really understand what's going on with myself a lot of the time. I know you said you're scared to go to a doctor, but I'll do it. Hmm? I'll see one. I want to get better, Annie. I don't want to hurt you. Aww. I always want to be someone that makes you smile. That's cute. That's adorable. Man, I love this game. Making me all emotional. Huh? Okay, what is happening? Don't you understand? I did this for your sake. I wanted to help you. Help me? Because of your help, the world may very well end. Oh? Stop exaggerating. It's not that bad. You idiot. You have no idea how badly you screwed this up, do you? Will you ever grow up? Will you ever learn? You foolish, stupid, idiotic, moronic piece of. You're the one who doesn't know anything. What the hell did you say this? Did you just say to me? I said, you're a piece of crap, an idiot who doesn't know anything. You idiot. We don't need them. We don't need someone who just weighs us down. Someone who doesn't know the meaning of the word loyalty. They may as well have deserved to die. Oh, okay. Do you hear yourself? You're going just as insane as that man if this keeps up. You won't be worth keeping around anymore either. Oh, okay. You may as well disappear now then, before we end up with a much worse fate. What could be worse than this? I don't understand what's happening. Oh, you'll see. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Thursday. Why am I in the living room? Ah, right. The sun shines in through Lana's curtains, helping to clear the grogginess from your head. Kay, where are you? Immediately, Kay's figure pops out from the doorway. You're awake, and you look a lot better than you did yesterday. Oh, look at him. Kay's cheeks flush red as he sits down on the couch next to you. Looks like he's gotten used to Lana's home well enough that he can navigate himself all right without my help all the time. Has your fever gone down at all? Yeah, Lana said I should be fine. I still feel bleh though. Anything is better than yesterday. I'm sorry again about that, Annie. It's okay, but you can tell me more about what happened. But can you tell me more about what happened? I was really worried. Well, after I ran off, I couldn't figure out where I was anymore. I guess without whatever that calling I felt was, I was just back to navigating with my blindness. I was totally lost and totally freaking the hell out. All I could do was keep wandering around to find something familiar. I thought about calling you, but then I realized I left my phone at home when I ran out last night. I must have been quite a sight, rushing around, yelling your name at the top of my lungs. But somewhere along the way, I guess I ended up on the beach. I was so tired that I just collapsed on the sand and started sobbing. My thoughts were screwed up. It was like they were split into three categories. Kay, Clive, and Jasper. One part was telling me I need to find my way back to you and apologize. Then another part was telling me that if you had just reacted the way I wanted, this wouldn't have happened. Kay, just to clarify, I don't blame you for any of that now. It was my own fault. But the third part was saying that maybe it'd be best if I disappeared so that you could live your life. I'd never want that to happen. It's still kind of hard for me to believe that, I guess. When you found me, though, I felt like my heart was beating a million miles a minute. She came for me? For someone as pathetic as me? After everything I said? I was shivering cold, but so, so happy. It was like I had a chance to redeem myself. So, Annie, like I said last night, I'd like to see a doctor. You're really okay with that? Yeah, I don't know what a doctor can do for someone with my situation, but it's worth a shot, right? I'm glad. We should talk to Lana about it. She knows more about how to get an appointment than I do. Okay. Kay tells you that he's making breakfast, or Kay tells you that he's making breakfast in the kitchen, and the two of you head there together. Oh, that she's making breakfast. Okay. Uh, have the two of you been up for a while? Don't worry about sleeping in. It gave us a chance to chat. Why is he blushing again? What happened? What's up with the blushing? Nothing important. Huh. And saying that you blushed more. Okay, now I'm very interested what's going on here. So here's the thing. Getting an appointment with a therapist here is a total pain in the ass since Pearthon is so small. A lot of clinics are booked up for months in advance and have to put new patients on a waiting list. Oh, however, things are a lot easier in Sandwood City. So, this might not sound ideal, but hear me out. Kay, I know you're most comfortable when you're around Annie, but if you'd be willing to, I thought you could stay with Gray in the city for a while. Oh, wait, what? It's easy to sense Kay's anxiety as he huddles in closer to you. His hands brushes against yours. I don't think he wants to do that. Apparently sensing your discomfort, Kay steps in closer to you and speaks in a hushed tone. Oh yeah, this was what happened before. You're safe. Are we gonna do the same thing for him? Kay helped me feel calmer back then. I'll try to do the same for him. With your other arm, you place your hand on top of his and squeeze it gently. Lana, I don't really know if. No, it's okay. I want to hear more. You're sure about this? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for worrying. His smile. I'm so glad it looks sincere. Kay, Kay can see a doctor regularly for a while, and I know Gray would absolutely love having him there. He might be able to fill in some gaps about the time before you two met Annie. That's true. Will this work? He's been really dependent on me, so he might. I think it's a good idea. You do? You can feel the quickened pace of Kay's heartbeat over from how close he is. But despite that nervousness, he nods determinedly. I want to get help. I like this sound. I like this music, by the way. It's very nice and calming. And I've already learned the hard way that you were right from the start, Annie. Right about what? You told me that if I don't think I can get better, I won't try. I want to get better and I want to try, so I'll keep telling myself that it's possible for that to happen. I mean, that's usually how it goes. Lana seems quite certain that this is the right course of action. It makes you feel a bit more hopeful about things too. Annie, can I talk to you about this stuff? Of course. What's up? It's just you're feeling anxious about all this, aren't you? I mean, that's fair. I know it's for the best, but I'm scared that if I'm gone for too long, you'll forget about me by the time I'm back. What if they think I'm crazy and lock me away for months? I want to stay by your side. I promise that I won't forget you, even if you do end up staying away for a while. And if I'm able to, I'll visit you. You somehow always know how to make me feel better. You're sort of magical like that. Oh, look at his face. Not, no, not at all. I'm just doing what anyone else would do. I don't think anyone else in the world would be able to make me this happy. Oh, that's adorable. Did I make you blush again? No, I just don't know what to say to something like that. Hmm. Oh, Kay's hand begins to stretch up towards your cheek like it has several times before. But this time, he stops midway and hesitates. Do I make you uncomfortable when I do things like that? His hands flop back down to his side. I mean, I mean, I don't mind. Nah, I don't mind. Really? Well, it's embarrassing to admit that out loud. If you don't mind, then Kay's hand once more reaches to your flushed cheek. This time, though, he doesn't stop at a simple touch. He gently caresses your face in soft, relaxing strokes. You're a total liar. You're definitely blushing. It's hard not to when you're doing something like that. He's blushing too. Oh, this is so cute. Do you want to do something together today? I want to spend as much time with you as I can before I'll have to leave. Sure, what do you want to do? You you want me to decide? Sorry, I just needed a moment to think. Um we could you said you like going for walks. We could do that and listen to the band you like. And okay, when I said you can decide, I didn't mean choose whatever you think I want. We can do things you like as we can do things you like too. I know that. I just uh hey, you too. Glad you're still around. Oh crap, was this a bad time? No, no, we're okay. What's got you so excited? So, remember when I told you two that I had something I wanted to talk to you about yesterday? I felt really horrible when I ended up whining to you guys about my job. I was totally stressed out. But it helped me realize that I might as well give job hunting another go. I've been putting out job applications ever since then. That's great. Have you had any interviews? Even better, I've got a job offer from the perfect place. There was an open spot on the cooking staff at a little takeout place I used to frequent when I first moved here. I guess it's not a whole lot more glamorous than my old job, but I have history there, so I'm pretty eager about it. Oh, that's great. If you're up for it, I'd love to take you two out for a meal to celebrate. I doubt anywhere you'd take us would be better than your own cooking. You're a sweetie. These two really seem to get along well. But nah, if I'm gonna be working at this place, I'm bound to get worn out of cooking sooner or later. May as well get a head start on skipping the dishes. Where are we going? Chinese, sushi, pizza? We got options. You wait, hoping that Kay might his speak up with his opinion. I don't want to say what I prefer first and have him agree just because he heard me say it. But after the silence begins to get uncomfortable and awkward, you don't have any choice but to talk first. I'm fine with anything. Me too. Uh, I'm gonna ask him. Are you sure you don't have any preference, Kay? Nope. I'm fine with anything. Kay smiles cheerfully. He really does seem to have a weight lifted off his shoulders by not having to decide. If I push him to make his own decisions while his mind is still fragile, it could do more harm than good. But is it really a good idea to just let him stay so blissfully out of touch with reality? The choice ends up being made by Lana, one who seems to be the only one comfortable with making decisions for the time being. All right, Chinese it is then, she declared with what seemed like forced enthusiasm to lighten the mood. To escape the unease boiling up inside of you that threatens to overflow at any moment, you head outside for some fresh air. You could have stayed and chat with Lana a bit longer if you wanted to. I'll be fine on my own for a bit. I'm still not used to having someone hang around me this much. I wish I didn't feel this exhausted. I want to be near you as much as I can before I leave. Okay, that's fair. That makes me sound childish, doesn't it? I wouldn't say childish. I still want to talk more about what you were saying before Lana came in though. I'm worried about you. I don't want you to force yourself into things just because you know I'm interested in them. Huh? That's not what I've been doing at all. I really like the things you do because we have a lot in common. So you haven't been saying you haven't been saying you like the same things as I do to make me happy, have you? No, of course. Okay. He insists a little too dramatically. Wait, was there more to that? I feel like there was more to that. Hold on. Okay, not really? Well, maybe that's part of it, but that's not the whole reason. I really do enjoy the things that you do. And you seemed really happy when we had common interests. That does it make you happy? Does it not make you happy anymore? It doesn't make me happy if you're only saying it for my sake. You're allowed to have your own opinions, you know. My biggest opinion of all is that I like it when you're smiling and having a good time, Annie. Are you angry? Not angry, but I am a little confused. Annie, I like the things I say I do. I really, really do. I don't want to lie to you. Okay, Right, you mentioned something once. Have you listened to any audiobooks lately? You like those, right? Not really. Kay sighs, somehow looking ashamed at himself for his response. I'm too scared. Scared? Oh, did you listen to horror novels? No, that's not it. I just what if I don't like the books I enjoyed before? That'll just prove I'm not the person you wanted to get back so badly. You wanted K and I'm even if you don't like them as much as before, finding out what your interests are is a good thing. Sometimes I feel like being K is the most real I've ever felt, more than Jasper or Clive. And other times I feel like none of them are real. I still don't even understand how I'm able to be three people at once. Maybe if I knew that, then I could finally piece it together. I wish I could help him out by explaining things more clearly, but I have no idea where to start. Things will be okay someday, won't they, Annie? I believe they will someday. The longer the day goes on, the more quiet Kay becomes, even though he doesn't admit it in clear words. You're sure that it's because he's afraid to be leaving you. Hopefully, he'll start to cheer up a bit during supper. It's a buffet, all you can eat. Help yourself to whatever you want. Hmm, everything looks really good. You go along putting anything that appeals to you on your plate while Kay follows along doing the same. It isn't until you get back to your plate that you notice something off. Crap, I'm sorry. I should have offered to help you dish everything out. It looks like you just grabbed all the same things as me. Do you want me to go through the lion with you again? Nope, I want to try the same things that you do. I'm really excited since I know you have great taste. Once again, your stomach twists with anxiety for his sake. He really is basing off all his or basing all of his likes and dislikes around my own. Lana sits down at the table beside you with two plates, both of them completely full. Think you got enough food there? Nope, I'm totally going back for seconds and thirds and fourths. But before that, I wanted to let you two know that I talked everything over with Gray. Got pretty much the best news possible. There's a new clinic that's accepting patients just a couple of blocks away from Gray's place. They're able to get you in for an initial consultation on Monday morning. Kay's body stiffened slightly. So, so soon? Kay, I know you're nervous, but think of it like this. The sooner you can get in touch with the doctor, the sooner you can start getting help, and the sooner you can come back home to Annie. He breathes in deeply in an attempt to stay calm. You're right, Lana. The sooner I'm able to be with Annie again, the better. Well, anyway, that means there's still one more day before Kay will be on his way to the city. Wait, huh? One day? I thought the appointment wasn't until Monday. That's true, but I'll be dropping you off a day early so that you'll have some time to prepare in advance. Oh, one day. Then, Annie, let's make the most of it. The most out of it. I should drink some water. But this, I don't know where they're going with this, but I'm excited to see what happens. Oh, it's Gray. Hello, father. Well, you ready then? Well, we gotta be heading out. He does not look ready at all. Nothing. He's unresponsive. I mean, I would expect him to be. He didn't want to leave, you know? I would expect nothing less. Okay? Annie? Oh. Oh, damn. Come back. Come back to me soon, okay? Yeah, I will. And you rush towards him and pull him into a tight hug. Aw. Don't forget about me again, please. Aw, this is cute. Never. Oh, his face. His tiny body feels so cold and scared against yours. You hold him close in a tight embrace, and he finally starts to relax again. I'll miss you so much. Please don't forget me either. I won't, I promise. You ready to head out then, kid? I'm ready. Don't worry, girl. I'll make sure he's alright. I guess you'll have to be the one doing daily checkings now, huh? I'll call you often to let you know how things are going. He'll have his phone too, though. So we'll still be able to talk, at least through text messages. Your father opens the passenger seat door to his car and helps Kay get settled in. This really is it. Kay really is leaving. Goodbye, Annie. Goodbye. The sun will rise. Alrighty, guess this is one of the endings. The moment Kay left, a knot began to form in your stomach. Or perhaps it had been forming for some time already, and you didn't truly notice it until that boy was gone. Of course, you knew he'd return someday. He wasn't going to be gone forever, like you'd fear when he went missing. But telling yourself that didn't solve the ache going on inside. From the first moment that boy entered your life, you knew he was something different from anyone else you'd ever met before. He was funny, reassuring, sweet. He managed to wiggle his way into your heart before you realized it was happening. When he disappeared, your world momentarily shattered. Kay had become like an anchor, keeping you from drifting away into negativity. Some things still don't make sense to you. How did he save you from that car when he still existed within Clive? How how did he communicate with you in your dreams the way he did? What was the force that he mentioned? The one he said seemed to force him out of those dreams before he was ready. What really happened to the original version of those three boys before they were split apart? What did he go through? What parts of Kay's fragmented memory are true? Maybe Kay's memory loss was a good thing in the end. Clive clearly didn't have a stable sense of who he was, and Kay was even less stable. You can recall moments where his smile didn't seem real, even before losing his memories. His frown somehow suited him better. It looked more natural on his face. The way he is seems grim, or the way he is seems grim for the moment. But if Kay can heal from his fractured sense of self over time, the torn up pieces within him will start to fade to scars while he decides who he truly wants to be. If there's anyone in this world who can persevere through that, it's Kay. It'll be up to him to decide what kind of person he wants to be. But perhaps the combination of those fragments of Jasper and Clive are what makes Kay who he is. Maybe Kay has the potential to be someone that projects the good within those two. The kind of person he wanted to be from the very beginning. The first day without Kay was strange. You spent the day waiting for a phone call to let you know how things were going. Your father had called that evening to let you know that Kay was abnormally quiet, and your father was beyond concerned. Has he not spoken up at all? Not much. No. I offered him food and he ate it but didn't say a thing the whole time. I'll call you again tomorrow to let you know how the appointment goes. All right, I'm surprised he hasn't at least texted me though. I don't want to make assumptions, but it's my opinion that Kay might be best off avoiding contact with you for a little while. What? Why? If the boy is going into shock just from being away from you, a no contact policy might help wean him out of that mindset. Or it might just make things worse. He's comfortable when he's around me. Is it really a good idea to just take that away from him so suddenly? I wish I knew the answer to that. But listen, I'm gonna get him settled into bed in your room. Call you again tomorrow. Yeah, good night. The next day after Kay's appointment, you heard from your father again. Did they have anything to say that'll help? Or some way to help his memory? Kay got referred almost immediately to a psychiatrist. There's nothing wrong with the boy physically after all. The issue's in his brain right now. But a psychiatrist can do something, right? He's not just going to be unhappy forever, will he? I got hope, so I'm expecting you should have some too. Don't think this is hopeless even for 1 second. Lots of people with conditions like Kay's have improved over time. That's true. You'll hear from me again soon. Take care of yourself. His initial consultation with the psychiatrist resulted in the recommendation that he continue seeing someone at the mental health center in Sandwood City at least every second day. Your father made vague references to some sort of diagnosis but didn't explain what it was, saying that it was up to Kay whether he'd tell you about that. And as the days continued to tick forward, you still didn't hear from Kay. Shannon texted you regularly and helped keep you afloat. She even came to visit and had a blast meeting Lana. But for some reason, those days didn't feel real. Lana recognized that Kay wasn't the only one who needed to be seeing someone to get help right now. You needed more support too. You managed to get an appointment with a therapist in Pirathon after someone else on the wait list canceled. But days continued to pass and you still didn't hear anything from Kay. Oh, this is such a pretty background. Props to the artist. The more time passed by, the more you thought about everything that had happened. About how hard Kay was trying to be someone that would please you. How in the midst of his memory loss, you were the only one that he truly knew was there for him. That's no wonder he became so attached to you. You were all he had in the world. You considered texting him several times but decided against it in the end. He was ready. When he was ready, he'd contact you. And for some reason, your nightmares stopped. Ha! Frick you, Indigo! Friday, several weeks later. Wow, that is a lot. I wish I could sleep for a while longer. You wake up early to the sound of your alarm clock. Morning, kiddo. You ready for the big day? Not at all. It's been forever since I last did any schoolwork. How the hell am I supposed to get back into a routine after all this time? Don't worry, it's only homeschooling. You'll do just fine. It may be at home, but I still have to do video conferences with the rest of the class. I'm already exhausted thinking about it. I'm proud of you, Annie. You're so close to graduating. I would have been done already if things hadn't gone so crazy. I can't believe Shannon graduated before me. You'll catch up quickly. Want me to make some breakfast for you? You still look half asleep. Sure, that'd be great. I'll call you in to eat in a few minutes. Lana's cheerful attitude brings a smile to your face, even though you're nervous about returning to school. Less than 2 months of school. I got this. Ah, a text from Shannon. My girl, what's up? Knock that virtual class dead today, bestie. She's so sweet. Love you. Hang again soon. Absolutely. Thanks for thinking of me today, Shannon. You know I'm always thinking of you. Text me later and let me know how it goes. I definitely will. Have you set a date for your graduation party yet? Yeah. She's so sweet. Oh my god, I love her. Friday. I booked the dance hall. You're still coming, right? Of course. That's why I asked. Whee! It's gonna be so fun. I love her. Oh my goodness. I'm still in shock. I actually graduated. Oh my god. And I pulled most of my grades up at least a B, so I'm totally set. Lol, yes, you did a great job. I'm happy for you. She's so sweet. I love you, Andy. Text me later and let me know how it goes. Mwah. Talk to you later. I love them. Their friendship dynamic is great. So her graduation party will be on Friday, huh? I bet she invited half the school. I have a feeling most of the night will be her complaining that I'm a wallflower, but I want to support her. She seems really proud of herself. You put your phone back in your pocket after glancing at the time. You have half an hour before you need to connect to the school video conference on the new laptop Lana has set up for you. Yo, food is ready. Be there in a moment. Ta-da! Pancakes. You haven't made those in a while. Gotta have a special treat to get your brain fueled up for a day of taking note and lectures. Oh, geez. I hope there's no lectures already. Yeah, I'm sure there won't be. The school board said it's going to be a small class. You probably won't get stuck with too much work right off the bat. My guess is it'll be introductions and that's about it. Thanks. Lana, did you hear from my father again at all? Only briefly. I'm sorry. I'm sure everything is fine. You know what they say, no news is good news. I sure hope you're right. Life has gotten kind of boring recently. I keep thinking of how great it would be to just go back in time. It's so calm that I get anxious about it. My brain got so used to struggling with everyday life that now I've remembered how uninteresting I am. I'm a mutant. I'm supposed to have powers, but I still haven't found any new ones. Unless being boring as all hell counts as a superpower. I don't think that's a superpower. Those dream communications I used to have with Kay don't seem to be happening anymore either. It would have been nice to see him, even if it was only while I was asleep or while I slept. Miss Green? Yeah, I'm here. Already distracted from day one, huh? Sorry, I'll focus harder. Come on, focus. Not much left for today. Miss Green. I know, I forgot to silence my phone. Sorry. It's probably Shannon. She should know better than to text me right now. Was school always this boring? Nope, school is always boring. From the very beginning. I'd rather be doing just about anything else. Thank you all for joining today. I look forward to working with all of you this summer. Summer school, yuck. You disconnect from the video conference and groan loudly. Yeah, sounds about right for summer school. People want to have their summer to like go to the beach and hang with friends, and then instead you're scooped up inside for school. What a way to blow the summer. I hope they'd at least let us keep our cameras turned off, but I guess they want to make sure students are actually listening. Yeah, I never understood that either. That was such a pain in the ass cheeks. Ah, right. Shannon texted. Hi, Annie. I know it's been forever since we talked. I'm really sorry. Promise I'll explain everything. Explain? Okay. That's okay. The first time you've heard from him since he left. Oh God, why is my heart pounding like this? Because you haven't heard from him in almost a month or so, girl. Of course you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm being texted. Just happy freak out. It's been so long that I don't know why, but when I see it's been so long, I just remember the FNAF song. I don't even know what to say to him. Just gotta keep it cool. Everything is fine. Kay, oh my God, it's been so long. See, are you all right? Thank goodness you replied. I was worried you might be angry with me for not contacting you. No, not angry, just worried about you. I totally understand. I'm really sorry there's so much that I need to tell you, Annie. Are you. Oh, wait, no, 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 go back. Are you comfortable seeing me again? I want to meet up. No pressure, of course. Ah, of course. I mean, hello. Yeah, absolutely. When and where? If you're free today, great offer to drop me off. It was going to be a surprise visit, but I thought you'd probably want a heads up. Wow, okay. Yeah, that is very sudden, but for sure. What time will you be coming? I'm kind of already here, just pulled in. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Holy shit. Yeah, pretty much. Heart still pounding. You rush to your bedroom window and look outside. Sure enough, there it is, your father's car, parking in the driveway. Ugh, you could have given me a bit more heads up than that, at least. But you're blushing now, so you're not too mad about it. You hear a knock at the front door. Okay, maybe it was a good thing to come unannounced. If I had spent the whole day freaking out like this, I'd never have made it through school. With one more deep breath, you head downstairs to the front door. She's still blushing. Hey! An awkward stammer escapes your mouth at the sight of the boy in front of you. Hi. He sounds just as nervous as you are. It somehow relaxes you a bit. Well, come in. Is my father not coming in too? Not right now, just the two of us for a bit. If that's okay with you, of course. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you have a cane now. Kay props himself up with a sleek looking black cane. You were right. I did need help a lot. Or it did help me a lot. Kay sets his cane down at the front door and follows you to the living room. Well, this is some awkward silence. So you both try to talk at once. You go first. All right. I really want to apologize for being out of touch for so long. There was so many times when I wanted to phone or text you. Why didn't you? It's what my psychiatrist recommended. He said that the way I was behaving was, well, inappropriate, and he thought some distance between us might help with that. What do you think? Did it help? I guess, but to be honest, every single day was a struggle. I missed you so much. Then why today? What's different now all of a sudden? My psychiatrist and I talked it over, and he agreed that I've gotten better enough that I can be around you. I'm just really glad to see you again. You aren't the only one who was missing something this whole time. Oh? And who would that someone be? You already know the answer to that. I have the guess, but I'd sure love to hear it. To hear anyway. Just to make sure I have the right answer. He's been back for like 10 minutes and he's already teasing me. Jeez. I think I'll just leave you wondering then. That's the Annie I've been so excited to see again. I can still sense when you're blushing though. Ah, it's so good to be back here. Are you comfortable talking more about what's happened for you over the last while? I don't mind, as long as you promise not to call me insane or something. I'd never say that. I trust you. Lots and lots of therapy, basically. I was actually seeing someone at the mental health center every second day. Heh, me too, actually. Whoa, for real? I started really struggling after you left. To be honest, I kind of thought my life was over sometimes. But my sob story doesn't really matter right now. You're free to tell me more if you want to. Well, it wasn't just therapy that helped me out. I I don't want you to look at me differently because of this, but I got diagnosed with some problems and prescribed medication too. Kay laughs nervously, clearly afraid of you judging him for his struggle. I'm curious about the details, but it'd probably be rude to ask, huh? Kay will tell me if he wants to. I won't push him for it. There is at least one thing I want to ask though. How much does your doctor know about the whole Clive and Jasper situation? Ah, that. I didn't tell him any of that actually. I know that it's not usually a good idea to lie to a doctor, but I think if I told him things like that, I might have gotten a very different diagnosis, a much less accurate one. I told him all the things that make sense in a non sci fi sort of way. I'm sorry. Huh? Why are you sorry? Sometimes while you were gone, I thought about something specific that you said. You told me that all my problems could be traced back to you, but that goes both ways. All your problems can be traced back to me. Annie, I don't think about it that way at all. Listen, if you're a problem, then you're the best problem that's ever happened to me. don't know if that's how you'd call that, but she's still blushing, so she's fine with it. I'm still in awe that he can say things like that with a straight face. I mean, why not? Hey, while I'm here, would you like to go for a walk with me? Yeah, I'd love to. It's refreshing to have Kay suggest doing something without him having to debate in his mind about where or whether or not you might enjoy doing it too. Kay really seems to have matured over the time you were apart. I'm glad that his mind seems more peaceful now, but I wonder if that means that in the end he might be happier by not being a part of my life. Well, Kay's words are the only thing that have grown more confident over the last while. With the help of his cane, he's walking with the same sort of ease that he did that day you walked together in the park. Deep in thought again? Kinda. I was thinking about silly things. Like what? Well, there's something about your mannerisms right now that remind me of how things were when we first met. Whoa, that that makes me happy to hear you say. You know, while I was gone, I thought a lot about when you told me that I'm still K. I didn't really understand what you meant at the time. I thought you were just saying it so I didn't pity myself. And maybe that was part of it. I don't really know. But like you said, I kept holding on to that identity when I needed it. What do you what do you think about it now? That I'm K, and for helping me realize that I have a gift for you. Aww, this is so pretty. What is this? Wait, is this? Yeah, I made it from the glass shards of the lamp that I broke. Oh my goodness. I went to a group therapy thing recently, and for part of it, I was paired with a person that made jewelry. So I mentioned that I wanted to make this and help, and they helped me out. Oh my god, that's adorable. It's really beautiful. I can't believe you managed to make shattered glass into something so pretty. I can't really take the credit. They were the one who did all the hard work. But I'm really glad you like it, and I hope it at least kind of makes up for for me smashing the original lamp. Hey yo, can we get that as like some kind of what do you call it? Some kind of charm? Cuz I'd buy that. That is adorable. This more than makes up for it. I've been so excited to give it to you. I'm really glad the wait was worth it. Kay abruptly stops walking. You pause next to him and he turns towards you with a glint in his eyes that echoes exactly what he had declared that he is Kay. It is still true that he might never be the exact same as he used to be. You don't know yet what the future holds, but in this moment, it's clear who he is. So, how's your memory been? Oh, Kay's cane falls to the ground with a clunk, and suddenly, aww, Kay throws his arms around you. What? You stand in surprise at the sudden gesture. I want to hug him back, but he hugged me so suddenly that my body seems to have forgotten how to move. In the midst of Kay's embrace, you feel frozen. But unlike with Jasper, it isn't in fear. When your body finally catches up with your mind, wha- words. When your body finally catches up with what your mind wants, you wrap your arms around him as well. He's shaking a bit. Maybe he's just as nervous as I am. Aw, aw. Well, of course. Hello? Do you mean before you disappeared? Yeah. The honest answer is that we didn't know each other for too long before you went missing. But you are definitely a very close friend to me, Kay. Okay, hold up. What is happening with this sound? Oh, like what? You think what? Oh, okay. Okay. Of course. Nah, I feel it too. What are you talking about? Friends? Nah, get that out of here. Oh, we kissed him on the forehead. It's adorable. You pull away from him just enough to be able to move your face towards his. With a soft, gentle motion, you plan a kiss on his forehead. Full disclosure, I've never really done this before. As in, I've never been in a relationship or dated or been in love or whatever else. But I think I fell in love with you a long time ago. That's why I fought so hard to get you back because I knew that you were someone I wanted to have by my side. I gotta quit this speech before I start saying something really embarrassing. Ugh, but what I'm trying to say is if there's ever been someone I've wanted to cherish, it's you. I love you. Your face reddened as the words finished spilling out in somewhere between a heartfelt confession and an awkward ramble. Both. It's both. You've never said that sort of thing to anyone before. You've never even felt that way about anyone before. Flashback to Clive's route. I see. For a long time, you thought you were the sort of person that was happiest keeping others at a distance. But Kay, he's special. You knew that even before he went missing. Those nights you spent together learning about your family's past and your mutation felt different from being with Shannon because your feelings for him were different. You recall that painful ache that you felt in your chest when you found out he went missing. The ache that returned after when he lost his memory and yet again when he left with your father. It was all leading up to this. I love Kate. I really, really loved him. Did, did all of that sound super weird? I totally rambled on and on and on and hold on, hold on. Yeah, I don't know why I did that looping thing. Probably my fault, but I can't do anything about it. I don't know. I love this. This is great. And the sun will rise. I'm almost certain she's staring at me again. What is this though? Can I touch that? I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. I'm almost certain she's staring at me again. Okay. She probably doesn't realize it, but she does this thing where her movements stop and I can sense her eyes on me. Even if I can't see, it's sort of hard to miss. Not to mention every time I point it out, she stutters like a little kid. Enjoying the view? Ah, just looking at the trees, not at me? Of course not. Don't get ahead of yourself. Aw, guess I was mistaken. My feelings are hurt now. I make an effort to exaggerate my tone. I'm not actually sad. I just think it'd be cute if she'd tell the truth. Ugh, fine. You win, you win. I was staring at you. How sweet of you. Have I told you how beautiful you are? Oh, how bold. But don't people usually use that word to describe girls? I think it suits you. What's beautiful about me then? No way, I'm not gonna answer that. Why not? How mean. I can't even see myself in the mirror and you won't be so kind as to answer me? Oh, hush. Don't use your blindness as a trump card. Your hair and eyes. I always thought you had really pretty eyes. Honestly, same. His eyes are beautiful. And when we're at the park, the sun reflects off of you like as if you're brighter than the sun. Oh, how embarrassing. I like it. I'm trying I'm trying to say something sweet. Jeez. One of these days I'm going to joke around with her too much and end up with a smack to the face, but I can't help myself. She makes my heart flutter every time she says those sorts of things. I'll put up with her frustration if my teasing can make her speak her mind once in a while. Thanks to her, I can smile naturally again. No, not just thanks to her. It's also thanks to the hard work I put in. But could I put it but could I put in that work without her? I'm not sure. I bet she'd get sad again if I were to admit that out loud. So I'll keep that part to myself for now. I'll just tell her the most important parts, such as I love you. Aw. I met a guy today. He was so strange, but I wasn't in a bad way. I actually found him interesting. There was something about his huge grin that made me want to smile too. Apparently he's part of my father's organization that he's using to protect me. He seems nice. Perhaps I'll be able to befriend him. His name is Today that guy confessed to me that he's blind. I suspected it already. He never seemed very sure of himself, and he never looks at me when he's talking to me. I thought he might be a bit shy, but when I held held up something to show him, he didn't look to or it didn't look like I started to think there must be something wrong. Yeah, this is about Kay. I'm beginning to worry about that guy. Whenever he talks about his past, he gets very sad and confused. He told me he doesn't want to talk about it too much. I can't blame him. There seems to be something dark in his past. I don't want to pry for unless he decides to open up to me on his own. Today I was attacked, and the last thing I heard before I blacked out was her happiness is important to me. I don't care what it takes. I want her to live to the fullest, even if that means giving up the thing that has mattered most up until now. If it's for her, then hmm. Well, I don't know what to think, but that was adorable. That was adorable. Just I loved everything about that, and I feel like I'm gonna gush even more when I get the other good ending, and then probably be heartbroken by the bad ones. Yay, heartbreak! But we're not gonna focus on that right now. That really was a beautiful ending. I love that so much. It just goes to show you that when it comes to the people that you care about, if you fight for them and try your hardest, you can help them get through whatever. You just have to allow them to do this. You have to help yourself too. You can't just be wholeheartedly dependent on one person. You have to put your best out there too in order to get better. You know, it's not just gonna fall into your lap and all that. But that was great. I loved everything about that, honestly. But that's that ending. So the next time we surface on this game again, it'll be to get the other good ending and potentially the bad endings. And then whenever the update comes out, which I'm not sure if it has, but when it does, or when I update the game, I suppose, I will be making another video on that because I remember there's also another part of Clive's route that I haven't seen. So I need to do that because I remember going through all of my save files and stumbling upon it and just immediately saved as to not spoil myself further. But yeah, this was a good episode, I think. I really enjoyed that. So, if along with me you enjoyed what you saw today, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you already haven't. And I don't know, I guess we'll go on the journey for the rest of those endings together because I love this game. Just it's great. It really is. But anyways, I hope you all have a lovely rest of day or night. Be sure to take care of yourselves, eat something, hydrate, get enough rest, and just, have a good time living whatever situation you have because even if you're going through something terrible, it will never be that way forever, no matter how bleak or dooming it may seem. So, with that being said, I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.